Right. My name is Martin Oluwatosin. I would say the convener of the person behind the Slum2Cloud podcast. And today I'm privileged to have my friend, my colleague, on today's episode. To actually, it's very, very important sometimes, when we use our life to inspire thousands of youth, that they won't start their career in tech, and that's what Slum2Cloud is all about. We'll be liking to bring more people that they've been successful in their career journey, to come and share their story and inspire others, to most probably, look at, taking that part, of career path, So today, it's a great privilege to have you on the call, ifeoluwa Amao.
Everyone, I feel very honored. I feel very happy. A platform like this, you get to actually reflect, and as you're reflecting, you get to share some things. You get to give people a revised version, some things that you'd have done different, some mistakes you've made.
Can you walk us through your career journey, from your beginning? Because that was Slum to Cloud is all about. Slum is like your humble beginning. People that know what Slum is all about, and Cloud is like you're now at maybe not where you want to be, but you're actually at the position that you are very proud of what you've done. Can you walk us through your career journey from the beginnings to your current role as Microsoft 365 commercial operation manager with Microsoft Upwork?
Thank you very much, Martin. This is a very good question. I believe I started my tertiary institution. A lot of people don't know this, which is College of Education. Wow. I was struggling with admission then. I was struggling with admission, and my parents were like, no knowledge is wasted. So go to College of Education. There was a private one in my hometown then, Best Legacy College of Education. I studied economics geography. Wow. I really wanted to do degree. So when I was in the third year, the final year of my College of Education, I was concurrently running my pre-degree in a way. So the degree worked out. I got my admission into sociology and anthropology. I remember very well then, in the first year, I wanted to change back to urban and regional planning. And then for some reasons that time is to say, I stopped. Wow. I said, you know what? I'm going to do criminology in masters. So this is a good track. So I was doing sociology and anthropology. I got really exposed to the science of human interaction, the society, the man as a being, as a scientific being. Yeah. And then research. I think that's my biggest takeaway, research. So during the course of my first degree, when I was in the third year, that was when something big really happened. I started discovering my passion for IT. Anybody that finished from my school, I finished from Amao University. When you say Intech, they know. Thank you. They know exactly what you mean when you say Intech. It was the campus-wide internet that we use on campus. So then I started discovering that when I get to the department library, people will have issues. I can connect to the network. My system is doing this, and then everybody will just be waiting for Ife to come. Let Ife get here. Ife will help you fix it. And somehow,
that's not even in computer science or computer engineering.
I'm telling you, somehow I was able to help like 90% of people. Before you know it, names are spreading. Some of my mentors, my senior colleagues in masters, are telling me codedly that hey, you are paying attention to this, because sometimes the biggest journey starts from discovering yourself. Discovering what you are good at.
Discovering yourself. So you have to discover our first. Yeah, perfect. You're right.
Exactly. So I said, I've been paying attention to it. I got very lucky. There's this thing we call Cisco Networking Academy. It's like this kind of campus setup that Cisco has across campuses.
So there was one campuses.
Exactly, where you can take courses. So I started enrolling for introductory courses, equivalent of CompTIA A+, introduction to this, introduction to that. So I did that. It was the last 2 years of my first degree while doing my sociology and anthropology. So when I finished first degree, I was already like an intermediate guy in data analysis.
Okay, data
not
analysis.
IT yet. Yes,
IT.
I was still a beginner in IT. But data, the interesting part of my journey was that I never knew that I was going to need data analysis knowledge.
I always tell some people like, you're one of the, great guy that I know when it comes to, playing with data and all sort of thing, So, yeah, that's right.
So I finished sociology and anthropology. I already took a lot of introductory courses. By the time I was finishing, I thank God because I already got clarity that okay, I don't think I'm going to be going to master's level for sociology or criminology or human resource. I want to go into IT. Then I wanted to become a network engineer. So I took after my service, of course, I took CCNA, routing and switching. I think my license expired like a year ago. I trained myself. I passed the exam. Network. I'm going to come back to that later if I get a chance on this podcast. So I make networks when I was doing the CCNA, my tutor, my friends. And then there was this fateful night that one of my tutors just called me. He said, "Hey, Ife, I'm going to send you a link and I need you to apply." And then I opened the link. The link was something about, then it was Office 365. It wasn't called Microsoft 365. It was Office 365. I said, "Boss, I don't know what it is." He said, "Don't you say that again." You are a computer literate. You are not a beginner when it comes to computer literacy. So just apply first. We'll talk later. So
if I'm not mistaken, tech expert played a vital role in the complete, remodification of your career and the likes, So what do you have to say, about? Let's talk about. No, it's fine. Let's talk about your career.
Excellent.
You pass through tech experts. It's not a crime, And I think they will also be proud of you, right? They should be proud of what you've become.
Sure they are.
Because I feel like you're one of the top guy at the moment, in Microsoft support ecosystem. So what's your take about the impact of tech expert in your career?
Let me put it this way. And I am sure people that are my friends, they've heard me talk about this in other settings before. We all have our flaws and this and that. In sociology, we call something that every entity that creates a function has a dysfunction. But you know what? When it comes to, I see tech experts as a pinnacle, an epitome that introduce. It's like a bridge between Microsoft's technology and the African society. Let me just limit it to Nigeria. Like let us just talk science. Let us separate our value from judgment now.
Yeah,
those guys really serve as the bridge. They introduce us to Microsoft. They introduce Microsoft to us. I mean, I'm not saying that they are the only institution responsible for.
Yeah, there are some local partners, but in terms of from the support ecosystem and from the I would say the bulk conversion of raw talent, to that, to take those benefits. I think you're right. They're like a
brilliant plan. The brilliant part of their strategy that I really love is setting up a system that could identify talent and then sort of, with the permission of this talent, repurposing and giving it a direction.
Yeah.
You guys now. So the talents are there, they are raw. At that point, majority of us are still trying to we've entered the IT sphere, but we're trying to find a placement for ourselves where we can go long.
Yeah.
You guys now. I remember then I was submitting CV, I was trying to get a placement, even if it's internship for network engineering. And I remember like 6 different companies that came to Lagos to submit CV. So it was around that time that I met those guys, and it couldn't have been more perfect.
Yeah.
So I just went all in. I told myself, okay, let me try Microsoft out. I was going to go with Cisco before, but let me try, and it was fantastic. And here we are today. It was fantastic.
I think you're right. They really play the part. If you understand what you're saying very well, they play the vital part in total transformation. Getting you that platform to begin your career. Yeah, and with an audience here, you must have heard what he first said. He has never he didn't read computer science or maybe he's a computer engineer, but I think what I can pick from what he said is sometimes passion. Passion changes a lot of things, and I think everything works for you. Fair. Do you know why? You're one of the guys that I missed you a lot. Well, I missed working with you. I need to be very honest with you. In
I
terms of
missed you too,
data,
boss.
you play a lot with data, and I think that actually play a lot of impact on what you become today. So now I'm
Thank
now
you.
beginning to see the reality. This is why this guy is very, very sound with data. And when it comes to human interaction, you can see. I think that's like a benefit for you, because that's an edge that you have today. With the course that you read, which focus more on human interaction. And what do you have to say about that?
You see, when I was in part one, and people that I schooled together, they can corroborate this. I was a very shy guy, like part one going to part two. So I mean, of course, it's not everybody that read the course I read that becomes very people person. It's all about the drive, the intrinsic motivation, your own determination, right?
Yeah.
But I believe strongly that it really gave me an edge. Let me jump and tell you this.
Yeah.
When I started amassing myself into the IT sphere, there's another discovery that I made about myself.
Oh.
I realized that I think I function, but there's this thing we call optimum efficiency.
Yeah.
I function at my best productivity when I'm in a segment, when I'm in a job description that afford me the privilege to interface with people, even within the IT sphere. We have different job titles now. The people that work in the server racks, that work with the cable.
They don't even interact with people. Some people doesn't even interact with people. Yeah. So yeah.
Thank
some
you.
People interact
and
with
the
people,
integral part of the ecosystem. But me, I function. I love working with different profiles of it. I can't use words to explain it. It's refreshing. You get different caliber of people, different profile. You get to there's this confidence, there's this science you get to test out. I know on this side.
Yeah. Tech Expert gave you the platform. After Tech Expert, how do you leave Tech Expert? How many months do you spend in Tech Expert? What happened?
I thank the lady. I can never forget that lady. I thank the lady. I said, I already resigned. Dua, very lovely lady.
I think Dua is one of recruiter or sourcer that she has been able to to recruit one of the best.
She is.
We have today.
I think
right. I want to say, aside from working under Nuri Lopez what are that? If I say what I just want two things that you say that you learned from that man, what would that be?
Number one is going to be empowerment.
Empowering people.
As a leader, yes, empowerment. As a leader, I've come to understand. You already said that sentence earlier when we were talking that we need to do this. I mean, I could subscribe to the method of teaching you step by step, almost like spoon feeding you.
Yeah,
that's an approach. I could help you. I could pay attention to you, take my time to study you, and help you wake up something inside you, such that when I leave the room, you will do the job better than I even want it.
Yeah.
Empowerment.
Yeah.
I help you understand yourself. I help you understand the mission, and then I let you do your magic. Empowerment,
and give you that freedom, not
exactly to innovate. Because the same pot of delicacy, that creates the likes of Nuri. It's like a one big family. When you want to talk about sharp colors, like people in art department say, in sharp color family, there are some colors inside the sharp color category. So Nuri is like one of the color. Clement is like another color inside that. Inside that category.
It's one of I need to give him those flowers. So I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot because then I was dealing with him directly at some point, and I was also privileged to work with the likes of Erin. I learned a lot from her too, right? As I think you said, according to him, he said this journey has offered him a broad spectrum of insight, particularly understanding the dynamic of leadership, fast source management. He said when it comes to leading a local team, the advantages are many, right? Which I said, especially if one naturally inclines towards the caring leadership styles. However, even in these seemingly advantageous settings, I've witnessed numerous managers, grappling with the challenges of effective leading their teams. Often, these managers are product of management assessment programs. So I think it's trying to justify some style of leadership there, managers and leaders. So looking at this setting for you particularly, what would you say? How easy has it been? What has been your own strategy?